natural moisturizing. It's still a matte finish. I wasn't expecting that. I was like super light-handed, and I don't know if I needed to necessarily be that light-handed. Hi guys, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to find you the best beauty products for the best prices. And today, oh my goodness, I honestly didn't think that something like this would ever happen. I'm being dramatic. Okay, whatever. We're gonna be battling the new Tarte Shape Tape Extra Creamy Formula, against the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I don't care if this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm pretty sure it is. The Tarte Shape Tape is way too drying. So Tarte finally stepped up and came out with a hydrating formula, and we're gonna see if the e.l.f. one is a dupe for it or if you need to stick with the Tarte one. I hope this is a dupe because there's a big price difference. There's like a $21 price difference. So we're gonna get started. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm also gonna be testing this out on just little dots that I have on my face. There's nothing like, I don't have any like cystic acne or anything right now, thank goodness, but I do have a little bit of imperfections. I'm going to do the Shape Tape on my right and the e.l.f. on my left, starting off with Tarte. So just three little dots. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna use a sponge. That's actually not nearly as thick as I thought it would be. I might go in with a little bit more. I was like super light-handed, and I don't know if I needed to necessarily be that light-handed. The Shape Tape, it's like one dot covers like your whole face. I'm gonna go in with a little bit right here too. And I know it says to use a sponge, but I didn't like how it worked with a sponge. I'm using my finger, at least in the beginning. Oh, see, I like it with my fingers so much better. Their website says this concealer is full coverage, natural moisturizing, it's still a matte finish. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. It has ultra nourishing prickly pear for 24-hour hydration for all skin types, especially for dry or mature skin. Leave skin looking hydrated, never dry or flat. Creamy, cushiony formula that won't cake or settle into lines. Skin looks smoother, plumper, and more youthful. Cushion tape technology helps smooth and reduce the look of fine lines, wrinkles, and pores. Oh, I can't wait to see that, man. Waterproof and 12-hour crease proof. You know what that means? No powder for this. Oh, geez. I'm gonna be testing this out for 12 hours, and so I guess no powder. And of course, it is vegan, cruelty-free, all the normal Tarte stuff. Oh, listen to this. 97% said it doesn't settle into lines, and 94% said their skin looks more youthful. That's a lot of percent. It feels super light and so light. Really nice and creamy still though. I'm gonna let it dry down a little bit before I'm like super confident about this, but it does not feel drying at all. Again, we'll see in a minute when it dries down. It just feels good, and it still has really good coverage. I wouldn't say my under eyes look like super smoothed out, like there's still some texture to them, but it's not settling into any lines or anything like that, so that's great. Like definitely got a lighter shade in the Tarte one than I did with the e.l.f. I bought the e.l.f. one a while ago though, and I bought it online, and so there's definitely a shade difference. Doe foot applicators are almost identical. The e.l.f. one's like slightly bigger. Now let's go in with the e.l.f. one. We're going in. Their website says it's full coverage satin finish. I kind of want to swatch it on my hand on either side and see like if it's really matte versus satin, or if they're just saying it's matte. All day wear, great for normal combination and dry skin. It has sodium hyaluronate. I don't know what that means. That helps provide hydration by locking in moisture. Rose water helps smooth skin. Oh, see, it's supposed to smooth too. With anti-inflammatory properties. Full coverage, lightweight, workable formula. See, this one says it's also won't crease or flake for all day. Texture wise, they feel like the same. The e.l.f. one's just as lightweight but still creamy. Coverage I feel is either almost the exact same, or maybe I feel like the e.l.f. side is even just the tiniest better, which is fascinating. Okay, let's cover up some acne. We got this right here, just little dots right here. I have a lot more acne on my right side, unfortunately, for this experiment. We still got a little bit on this side. And then we blend. Okay, that did a really good job. This is a little too light for acne for me. I probably should have gone with a more neutral shade. Wow. Holy cow, that did a good job. Holy freak. How do my pores look? They look decent. They're good. e.l.f. side. Oh, that did a good job too though. I would say the coverage is the same for the acne. I'm not going to wear any foundation today. I will look a little uneven, but I'm hoping blush and bronzer and stuff will help kind of fix the little bit of patchiness, but I don't want to put foundation on top of this. I want to see how it'll do on its own. So I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on and I'll be right back. it's 1:25 right now. Yes, I should have filmed this earlier, but you know, it's Friday, so it's fine. We're staying up late. We're good. Rest of the makeup's on. We're good to go. They look so similar. So similar. Except for like I said, I think the e.l.f. is still like slightly more coverage, which is great, right? Because $6 or $27. Which one do you want to pay? No creasing as of yet. I wanted to show something. I swatched both of them on my hand to see what the finish was like, and the finish is the exact same. Like, to me, they're both satin. Okay, I'm gonna go about my day now. I'm going to do a check-in at like 5:30-ish outside so you can see things in natural daylight. I'm not wearing any setting spray or, like I mentioned, setting powder. We're gonna see how these work on their own. So yeah, I'll see you in just a second. Okay, you guys ready for this? Because I don't know if you are. Dang, it's freaking windy. We're having some creasing issues here though. The e.l.f. side is definitely worse. You can see it like more right here than it is right here. We still have some creasing on here too. No. I almost want to do a part 2 and see what it looks like with powder and maybe being a little bit more heavy on the under eye cream because like it's 5:30 right now and it's already creasing so bad on both sides. My acne still looks great on both sides, so I think it's just still a little too drying. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like at the end of the day, see if it like gets any worse or if it stays the same, and then I am going to come back tomorrow and try it with powder because I'm not liking the results of the other side. Like, this is not good. It's currently 1:12. The acne on the Tarte side has come through almost all the way. I know I didn't have nearly as much on the e.l.f. side, but there's one that was kind of and that one's still hidden. It's slightly dry, but it's still hidden. It's not poking through. The under eyes look slightly more creasy, but they're not that much different than when I did a check-in 4 hours into this. So I think I'm definitely going to try to use a little bit more intense moisturizer underneath my eyes and powder, hydrating powder, but powder. So fast forward to Monday. Okay, it's Monday and we are going to try to go at this full force. I'm going to be using the Jelly Pop Dew Primer by e.l.f. underneath as a base, and then of course the concealer, keeping it with the same Tarte on the right, e.l.f. on the left, and then I'm going to be setting it with the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect setting powder. And I used under eye patches last night that were super hydrating, and we're gonna try to make this work because I want it to work. I already like how things are looking more with the primer and the powder on there. It doesn't super surprise me though with how things turned out yesterday. Surprisingly, it is 10:30 a.m. right now. That might shock you. So I will do a really fast check-in. We're just gonna speed through this really quick to see if the primer and the powder really make it so that it doesn't dry out like it did last time. And then we'll do a final roundup and decide. Okay, it's almost 5 o'clock right now, so it's been like 6.5 hours, and things look so much better with the primer underneath and the powder on top than they did in the halfway check-in than they did last time. So again, super quick, just want to show you what things look like. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. Okay, it's 11:27 right now. I know this is 13 hours and technically not 12, but it's fine because it looks the exact same it did an hour ago. Let's talk about the under eyes. It looks so much better today than it did on Friday without the primer and stuff. I mean, that's probably not too shocking, but like, I was really worried. We do have a little bit of creasing on both sides right here where it gets really bad when I smile, like see that? And then just right here, again, I think it's from smiling, but it looks so much better. Is the e.l.f. one a dupe? I say yes. I say it is so very close. And I think that with how close it is, unless you're just a huge fan of Tarte, I don't think spending $27 versus, what is this, $6 I think, is necessarily worth it. If you want to see a battle between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen versus the new NYX Brow Pen, you can click right here. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye! Mwah.